Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and thanks for tuning in to another episode in my Serbia campaign for the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD campaign. And I was just about to finish recording this episode when I received a crash at the end of a battle, so unfortunately I do have to record the entire episode over once again. Reason being because for some reason when I do experience a crash during a game, my recording software corrupts the entire footage. So it's probably not going to be as long as I had hoped because I don't have as much time as I would like to record the whole episode over once again. But with that being said, I do remember pretty much everything that I had done in that episode, so I'll just try to mirror it as best as I can. But a few things to mention before we do begin. Many of you have been asking if this campaign is available to the public, and it is not as of yet. It's still in a closed alpha state, so only certain testers have been allowed access to the mod just to check for bugs and crashes, and it will be released to the public once everything has been refined. So I know you guys have been patient. There is no set release date yet, so I can't give you one, but it will be as soon as it is done. That's pretty much as best of an answer as I can give you. And another thing, before we do start with this episode, many of you did say that the objective to kill Poland didn't really make sense in my Kingdom of Serbia campaign, and instead we should go after the Turks in Anatolia and maybe conquer the majority of Anatolia. So that's exactly what I've done. I've switched the Destroy Poland objective for the Anatolia objective, and we should be fine going forwards. I think all the other objectives were... there were no issues with them as far as you guys were telling me. So, let's see, over here at Skopje, unfortunately we do have the Epirus sieging Skopje, and I really wanted to get a hold of that settlement because it has a gold resource, and it's also would have completed an entire province for us, so I'm hoping that they won't actually move in and take that, but they only have one other settlement, so even if they do, I noticed in the diplomacy... Where are they? Epirus, that they are completely alone. They're at war with two people, but they don't have any military or defensive allies at this time. So if I did just cancel my treaties in one more turn, I will be able to declare a war on them, and I believe 10 turns time after I end the non-aggression pact. But unfortunately, we are untrustworthy, so we're not going to get many treaties with many other people. I think that's due to the fact that I declared war on the Bulgarians too quickly. So we'll have to see how that works out. I'm hoping that our untrustworthiness will increase shortly. But our Imperium is pretty insignificant, so we're going to have to get much stronger if we do want to make trade agreements and non-aggression pacts with the stronger powers. But someone did comment saying that instead of Nice, this is actually pronounced with an SH, so niche. So thank you very much for that. And I'm not sure if Ras is the same. Is it actually Rash? Is that how it's pronounced, or is it Raz? But regardless, we are probably going to experience a rebellion here shortly. Thankfully, at Niche, the rebellion would end up at Sredets here, so I'm not too concerned about that. We should be able to hold them off with the walls. But can we get any more units here? Can get another unit of cavalry in 2 turns. Let's start with that, and then I would like to get another archer for 5. And then if we get rid of these guys, because they were completely useless, we'll try and queue up 2 more swords. But if this does end up becoming open, or if the Epirites take it and they're pretty battered and bruised and they don't have a garrison, then I might look to push on that right away. So we'll see how that goes. At Ras over here, I might look to get another army, maybe to combat or slow down. To slow down that decline in public order. So this guy is from my house. Let's raise him. Put him in there. And then let's start and get a few troops here. So let's get 2 swords and an archer. I think that should be alright. 3 turns to get that. And our income is still very healthy, which is good to see. And in a couple more turns, we will be able to actually get our assassin and our spy. So I will be looking to recruit those shortly as well. Well, I think there's nothing else we need to do, so let's go ahead and end the turn. Okay, and we do have Epirus moving over here, which is excellent. They've been distracted from Skopje itself and are sieging, or are attacking this lone general, so we will support them, but we're going to take a protective stance so we don't take as many casualties. Very good, so we took 93. Looks like most of the garrison force was wiped out, but they were pretty weak to begin with. And we'll go ahead and kill the captives. There we go. He was killed in battle, which is good to see. And one of our governors, I believe, died. We had a marriage to mercenary contracts, plus 45% for local mercenaries, except I don't believe mercenaries are in this as of yet. Let's convert this over to the moneymaker. But how good is our food? It's not the best right now because we're getting rid of these wheat fields here. We will be putting in the fountains there.
Commander.
And we're not going to be able to... I can't risk them moving back to siege it again, so I'm going to have to cancel all of this, unfortunately. And for his traits, or his traditions, let's actually bump up the replenishment there. Austria and Bohemia are at war. We've got the Christianity elite, which is Epirus, who has trespassed. Very, very good. Still healthy income. And let's move over here and start sieging Skopje.
None will escape. Besieging the settlement.
And it's already pretty weakened. Let's go ahead and get a few towers. Let's try for that many. It will take 3 turns to get the total of that. So let's continue the siege there. And how are we looking? It's still minus 16 per turn. But let's go ahead and get a few archers and cavalry.
Are you ready to serve?
And that should supplement the garrison at Raz, I believe. Yeah, it's a pretty solid garrison. We've also got a heavy shock cavalry general there, which is nice to see. And I think we will put him just outside the settlement, because usually the rebellion spawns over here, and then they won't siege me and destroy all my buildings that turn. Therefore, I shouldn't take a huge hit to my income, which is nice. So I think we might have to actually go ahead and upgrade this, but we'll wait until we get the sanitation building in there first. And hopefully we will be able to break positive here in the public order very soon. If we take a look at the Latin Empire. Now, the Latin Empire I'm probably going to go for very last. Now, I know that that would kind of have a fractured empire for me because I'd have this side of Greece and then I would have Anatolia. But I want to leave the Siege of Constantinople for the very last episode because I think that would be an excellent way to end it. So with that in mind, let's try and get a trade agreement with them.
Enjoy good Roman wine.
No, they're not going to do it because we're untrustworthy, which is unfortunate. So we'll try and wait until our reliability rating kind of increases. But don't think there's anything else I can do this turn. So yeah, this guy got married to Meki. Personal influence +1 per turn, which is good. Cunning -1 for the husband, though, which isn't the worst in the world. And then this guy, let's get him back in there, because that would help our income. And we do need a new governor in office, so we'll put him in there. And then we should be able to put an edict down once again. So let's get the bonus public order. It will hit our tax rate a bit, but that's really not the end of the world. We should be fine. I would just rather not have rebellions in basically my home province here. This is going to be the main province. Ras is part of the Croatian province, so after Epirus, I may actually look to turn on them next. They also have wine as well, so that would be a very valuable trade resource, and having a port settlement would be good for trade as well, because that way I would hopefully be able to trade with much of the factions that border the Mediterranean. But I think that's it for this turn, so let's go ahead and end it once again. we have consumption. That's not very good. And religious issues. The heretics among these people persecute and dishonor the faithful. The patriarch asked us to act. Be it worth the following faction. 10 turns. Ooh. Okay, so that could be an option.
At your command.
They've only got the one army, but they've also got the garrison as well. But if I have 2 stacks, I might be able to do that. Because they are Catholic, and we're Eastern Orthodox, I believe. Yeah, Orthodox Christianity, so... over here, we're not going to have a huge problem with Orthodox Christianity, because most of these southern nations are Orthodox Christians, but in the north, with Hungary and Croatia, most of the public order issues are because it's predominantly Catholic here. So that does kind of cause us a bit of issues. Military investment, what? Oh, yeah, I know that. Then we got the Zengid Atabegate at war with Ayyubid Sultanate. Got the edict, which is good, and I think we are able to put in the fountains now, which should be good. And I had a look earlier. This is the garrison building, so we will be looking to put that in all of our settlements as well, because it's free upkeep, so we don't have to pay for it. It just costs a lot of food, but if we have wheat farms in each of our smaller settlements, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But adding an extra 5 units could make all the difference if we are sieged by a large force. So we will be looking to put in that, but we're going to get the fountains now to make sure we don't get any disease down here. That wouldn't be ideal. And I would like to get, 2 or 3 breaches, so we'll wait the another 2 turns before we do go in. It's not the best garrison, but, I mean... The Despot Spearmen are pretty solid, and the archers can rack up a ton of kills, especially since a lot of our infantry isn't that heavily armored. So we'll wait another 2 turns there. And at Ras, we do have enough to finally get this to a border fort. That will give us more public order and more growth. So I think we should probably do that. And that's the majority of our funds. But in one more turn, we will be able to get the assassins and spies. So let's go ahead and end it once again. All right, and looks like we are positive in public order, which is excellent. That is very, very good. Also, we're going to get some more Orthodox Christianity here, which is good. Fortunately, we can't upgrade this just yet until we get the Craftsman Guild, so we're about, I guess, 28 turns away from that? So 8 turns until we get this, and then I'm not sure if it's another 28 turns on top of that. But it will take us quite some time to get there, unfortunately. Now, if we're looking... We're barely making enough in the food department here, so let's go ahead and upgrade those wheat fields. And we might have to upgrade the wheat fields here as well. Population... How much is this going to cost? 7 population surplus. That's going to take a very long time. This is only 4, so we should be able to get another slot open relatively soon. In maybe another 4 or 5 turns. And I think 1 more turn there. And then that will be good. 2 more turns until those are built. What are we looking here? Minus 11. So yeah, it's still gonna rebel, unfortunately. But yes, I can only get 1 of them this turn, though, unfortunately. So maybe we'll wait till next turn. Actually, natural gift. That seems very good. He's 38, though. But that's all right. Let's recruit him. And yeah, we'll have to wait for the next one until next turn. But we do have dice roller, so critical success chance plus 5%. So is this my this is my assassin? So maybe we'll try and go after this Bulgarian priest here in the next turn.
An offer of peace from us should not be spurned.
No, sorry, because I'm taking that settlement from you. But we are up to trustworthy now, which is very nice, but no. And political gain, we can just allow that to happen. It's fine. I don't want to waste any of my influence. This guy still can't get married yet. That's weird. Oh, why is this guy down here, though? That's so stupid. I don't want him there. I want him up here. Because he's a governor. But it is what it is, I suppose. Maybe I could actually adopt. Actually, can she adopt with her influence? Yeah, when she gets influence. He's 17, she's 17, so that's good. How many do you need? 20 influences to seek a wife. So hopefully next turn he will be able to do that. Okay, so this is my assassin, so let's try and take this guy out. 70%.
Another lost soul for Lucifer.
Success, so... Yeah, so I guess wounded.
As you command.
That's fine. So let's go ahead and get our spy, the dice roller. And then next turn, we're going to send him down over here to see what Epirus has. Where is their army, by the way? Yeah, it's over here sieging Bulgaria's final settlements, so they actually will be out of the game if Epirus is able to take this, but they've taken quite a bit of attrition. They do have some Epirite guard here, though, and a lot of pikes, so that's a pretty solid force. But I don't think they're well liked. So yeah, you can see that not many people around here like them that much, so us going after them really won't matter too much. Unfortunately, if we go against the Kingdom of Croatia, a lot of people do like them, predominantly the Catholics that border the Kingdom of Croatia. But we might be able to get trade with the Latin Empire now. Nice. Not aggression for now. No. I don't need military access just yet. And Thessalonica, no, I'm not going to enter into anything with them just yet because all of these settlements here are owned by different factions, so we should be able to just declare war on them one at a time. Because this is, I guess, Macedon, basically, or Macedon, the city of Macedon. And then I think, yeah, see, you can see how they're all owned by different little kingdoms, so we should be able to just pick them off one by one. But are we ready for this battle yet? We do have enough towers, and there is 2 breaches, so I think we should be alright to win this battle. It's going to be pretty tight, though. It's kind of 1-to-1 ratio. It's 1980 to 1376. We could let them take 1's turn of attrition, though. Yeah, let's let them take 1 turn of attrition,
like kenneled dogs.
and then we will push in the very next turn. So it shouldn't take too long. We've got 78, so we've got 88, 98, so we've got 3 more turns until Ras actually rebels, and 1 more turn until he gets his extra archers. So that will be 6 plus 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. So it'll be almost a full stack, basically, guarding that settlement. Plus, I think once we do get the border fort done, it'll give us a few more units of garrison as well, which is good. And 1 more turn, that will be completed, so it should give us a little bit more money as well. And we've got some unassigned skills here. So for the governor, let's get some extra tax rate and construction reduction. And this guy as well, let's get extra tax rate there.
How can I serve you?
And for the assassin here, success chance, that's always good. And then... plus 20% chance of killing target. Yes, that's very useful.
I am yours to command.
So can we only kill agents that we're at war with? Like, we can't do anything to them, I suppose, so... Yeah, let's just stick around here for now. Actually, we could... Oh, no, we already did it that turn. That's why. My bad. Let's go ahead and end the turn one more time.
An offer of peace from us.
Sorry, Bulgaria. It's just not going to happen. So our war weariness has increased because we've been at war for consecutive numbers of turns. So yeah, -2 morale and -1 public order all provinces. That's not very good.
For death and
So we kind of need to wrap this up pretty quickly. We've got 3 breaches here and a number of towers. I don't actually think they took any attrition, though, which is unfortunate. But let's go ahead and jump into this battle. And hopefully we will be coming out as victors. And then we could consider piecing out with Bulgaria or maybe just staying at war with them and allowing Epirus to finish them off. But I'll see you guys on the battlefield.
we will triumph, for we honor the Lord God. Even if every foe had the strength of 1,000 men, it would mean nothing. Remember that, and make ready.
Alright guys, welcome to the battlefield, and as you can see we have a pretty large opening in the walls here which the Despot Spearmen have formed up to defend. Well, luckily most of their towers have been destroyed, so we should be able to move in without taking too many casualties. So with my spears I'm going to move them over on this flank to challenge these archers. And with this formation, I'm just going to slide it up so that we can start harassing these Despot Spearmen. And with my swords, I'm actually going to try and flank behind. Yes, that should work. Flank behind these Spearmen. We need to get into a good position, though, to fire down on them. So, thinking if I can move them here. And with these spearmen kind of form up in the center in case they do charge out, then I should be able to hit this Despot Spearman in the flank, but they do have pretty solid missile block. As you can see, it's 70 while they're in their spear wall, so it is going to be a pretty tough nut to crack. We do have our cavalry here as well, which I will be trying to utilize. Not sure where they're going, though. It looks pretty bizarre, their formation. Could go after the Levy Spearmen, too. I mean, they would be pretty easy to focus down. Now, let's focus down a couple volleys on these Levy Spearmen, if we can break them easily enough. Yeah, slaughter them. They've come out of their shield wall, which is pretty good, though. That will make their missile block only 50. And we'll just rain arrows down on them. And do they have any other units nearby? They did have archers here, but maybe they pulled them back for now. We've got some Levy Spearmen here. They've got the mountain scouts. The archers are pulling back, probably to the safety of this area because they've got 2 barricades, so I won't be able to access them directly. How we doing on the Despot Spearmen? Doing a little bit of damage. Got 13 kills, 13, 16, and 14, so not too bad so far. And I'm going to use the most healthy cavalry first. So let's move them over here, and if these spearmen come down onto the walls and the spearmen turn to fight them, I will be able to rear charge them. Keep focusing down those Levy Spearmen, boys. See if you can break them off the battlefield completely. That's one less unit that we have to worry about. They're trying to make it up to the walls, but they're pretty depleted at this point. Are we moving forwards? Yeah, don't bother. Just start focusing down the Despot Spearmen. sure the levy spearmen aren't going to get that many kills on my units. Oh, yes. Excellent volleys there. Perfect. Perfect. We've got some archers over here. That's not ideal. Kind of wanted my cavalry to have a clean way in.
For the Savior! Forward!
I would love to charge them. It would be a good opportunity to, but not sure if I want to. Okay, let's move these spearmen over here. And these spearmen chase down those archers. If we lose those spearmen, it's not a big deal. I can always retrain them. There we go. Despot spearmen are turned away from us. And hit these levy spearmen. You guys try and flank around. Same with you guys. Come over here. Hit these guys in the flank. And archers, come right up to the wall now. Let's try and focus these guys here. And looks like this cavalry is actually going to be a thorn in my side, so I don't really want to deal with that. We've got the opening, though, for the cavalry to move in. And this one, if you can charge. This one, keep going forwards. And actually, both of you spears can push in against these archers now. And yeah, you guys need to challenge these mountain scouts here that are trying to flee. We've actually got some cavalry coming in. Come on, get out of melee. Oh, I'm not going to get my shield wall. Oh, dear. That's not very good. Okay, well, let's get our cavalry in over here. Let's get some more sword units in. You guys come break this barricade down. Just ignore the archers. We'll come after them in a bit. And let's get our archers in over here. Archers only, not the cavalry, thank you. Yes, let's spread them out here. Wow, they broke my swords with that charge. That's pretty disgusting. But they should come back, I'm thinking. And once the they're Boyar Lancers. Yeah, so they're pretty solid shot cavalry. But once they break, I should be able to tie up these with my cavalry units. And I have some extra spears in reserve, so let's actually bring them in to break down this barricade here. And there we go. Yeah, we've caught the archers. Excellent. Then maybe we can swing right around here and hit them from behind. Levy spearmen are starting to waver. Perfect. That's good. As these archers form up, we'll start having them harass the mountain scouts over here. And the general and this other unit can come a little bit closer. There we go. Tear them down, boys. There, they've shattered. Excellent. Let's grab a hold of them if we can. Keep pushing behind enemy lines. Same with these guys. Try and push forwards. These guys have regrouped, which is good. Which ones are they? Oh, did they just shatter immediately? No, these are the ones. Okay, so we'll leave these here for now. Oof, these archers are having some trouble, though. What are they being focused down by? These archers, that's the problem. Okay, focus down those archers for me, boys. Come on, the mountain scouts are really doing a number on us. Oh my goodness. And I'm guessing that, yeah, those spearmen have withdrawn. Need to get my cavalry kind of out in the open. They're all tied down. How you guys obstructed, too? That's kind of ridiculous. Okay, let's bring you guys around the flanks as well if we can. Spread out these archers. Send in some cavalry reinforcements over here. I mean, the early period archers are doing quite good. They're up to 92 kills already. How is this barricade? 66% damage. Balance of power is definitely with us. There we go. We've got a huge chain break here. Stop these guys from firing immediately. How many kills have they got? 71 kills already. Wow. And this is a job for you, General. Come after these levy spearmen. Make sure they do not return. There we go, some reinforcements over here. Excellent. Yeah, the Bolchenichi spearmen have retreated. Cowards. What do we got over here? A lot of these archers are kind of caught in the side of this building here. Some of them are in loose formation, some of them are not. But they have broken as well, so let's push over here, especially with that. And who's trying to take out our general? Where is our general? Oh, he's over here. What are you doing, man? Oh my gosh, I said for you to go after these guys. You fool. Archers, just come back. It's fine. General, get after them. Finish the job. Have you broken through this yet? Not yet. You weakened cavalry, make sure they do not return. And you come over here. Excellent. We've shattered them with that charge. Well done. Where are my spearmen? They're kind of tied up at the minute, but now we can get these spearmen through, which is good. And these archers are dead. Oh, nice volleys there, point blank into that returning unit of mountaineers, but I don't want them to be focusing down my unit, so let's move them forwards. And you let them return. What are you doing? Okay, so we've got 3 spearmen. Let's move them up here so that they can take on the general. In fact, I kind of have half a mind to just charge the general right now. We've got these swords ready to reinforce. Got the archers moving forwards as well. General, how is he doing? He's shattered them. Excellent. So he can actually come in as well. Maybe we'll flank around the town center. They've shattered as well. So let's bring him up this way. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We're doing really well so far. We've got 1 unit of spearmen, so let's go ahead and tie him up. We'll just mob him. I'm sure the army loss penalty will be kicking in very shortly. There we go. Huge charge into the Tsar's bodyguard there. Let's flank around. General, just the general. Come around this way. Spearmen move in. Let's go, go, go. Archers, you can move up a little bit, but we're going to stay more to this side so we stay out of range of this tower that's still firing on us. And this should be the nail in the coffin here. Let's watch the charge. The brave Bulgarian bodyguard trying to hold one of their final settlements. But this rear charge should shatter their morale altogether. I gotta pay attention to what my general's doing over here. Yeah, he's coming around. Excellent. And there we go. Victory for the Serbians. So we've actually doubled the amount of settlements under our control in 2 episodes, which is excellent to see. So let's go ahead and head back to the campaign map. Alright, so we did lose 500 men, but they lost their entire force. They did get some pretty good kills, though. The Despot Spearmen were wiped out, which is nice to see. We got 112 for their archers, the other one almost 100 kills. 79 kills with them, so, and 86 with those Boyar Lancers. Really good charging my, I can't say this word, but charging my swordsmen. Although we did pretty well with our exchanges. The general getting late into the battle as well. He got 100 kills. Archers really paying for themselves, and the cavalry pulling their weight quite a bit. This one, 234 kills. Let's go ahead and occupy. Oh no, I looted and occupied. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh dear. That's really going to affect our public order. But now that we have the entirety of the province, that's not too bad. What do we have here? The hot springs. Oh, so that's already the 2nd sanitation one. So, oh, maybe we could just get rid of this after all. Since that is going to be better than the fountains anyways. We've got the fortified town here. So we could convert this to a town. Why do we have so many towns, I wonder? So we got the ruined city, we got the walled city or the fort. What about this chain? So yeah, it's either town or fortified town. You get a lot more wealth from actual towns, though. How is the squalor? Yeah, you get a little bit more garrison from the fortified town naturally. We've got the gold veins here too. We're definitely going to repair that. So maybe we'll keep this the fortified town and then convert this to an actual town because we could get more wealth from it. You guys be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. But that is where we're going to leave it for today. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. And I will see you in the next one.